And hello everyone, this is Dubious Physics coming to you from Satisfactory. It's a pretty beautiful night, all things considered. Hope you folks are all doing well. We've got many important things to do today, and hopefully I can do them in a moderately efficient manner. Good to see you, Novillian there. Greetings. The new emotes aren't working on mobile. That is unfortunate. What is likely the case is that Twitch has not updated their mobile app to operate their new features. Unfortunately, there is not too much I can do about that on this end. Hopefully that gets fixed sooner rather than later. But I appreciate the Crash Fish and Lifeblood Hearts and Spirit. Thank you, Novillian. And thank you for the turret charge as well. Okay, we do need rotors and reinforced iron plate for coal power. So what I am going to do is actually power off this assembler. And leave the smart plating in there. And let the, pretty much let the rotors and iron plate operate how they can. What's holding up this machine? It's not operating at full capacity. This one's operating. Okay, we're getting. Apparently, we're getting iron plate and iron rods a little too slowly. I would guess because these machines aren't full yet, and I'm relying on a manifold distributor. The rods are going to be coming in a little slow until it's ready. I mean, they're coming in at an adequate rate. How about with this machine? Iron plates, huh? Once again, they should be coming in quickly enough. We've got an output of 60 on this end, of 40 on this end. We're splitting off 20 odd. Is that correct? 20 per minute. Turn on my flashlight, it's a little dark here. 20 per minute. And yeah, do let me know, Novillian, if you figure something out. Okay. Wanna let the stocks of reinforced plates and rotors build up. This needs 30. Oh, okay. I'm not redirecting enough iron plate. I see. It's not a clean half. Wasn't paying enough attention there when I set this up. That's fair enough. But now what I'm probably gonna do is just, I mean, I still want some iron plate, but I can pull it out of the machine if needed. Right now we'll just make this a direct connection. Mark 1 should be enough to carry the 40. That should speed up the process a bit, keep things running at 100% throughput. And, well, it's about time I went expeditioning. Both to get some more wood, and to locate some coal. At some point. Well, I can't locate coal just yet, so we're gonna want to locate Caterium and sulfur. That's not promising distance-wise for Caterium hits. That's quite the distance, yes. Keep some wires on me, but I'll transfer a bunch to storage as well. I'm gonna offload some of these components I'm carrying on me so I have a bit more room to explore. Okay, are we gonna have any better luck with sulfur? No, not really. Fair enough. Well, I'm gonna want 2 portable miners. One for deuterium, one for sulfur. Gather those. We need enough for the MAM research. I'll double check the amounts for those in a moment. Okay, for deuterium, need 50 deuterium ore. For sulfur, I need 20 sulfur and 20... Oh, 20 coal. Okay, I did definitely... Right, so definitely focus on the deuterium for now. And, well, I need wood. In significant quantities. Okay, let's offload some of the iron rods into there. Offload... I only have a single stack of iron plates, that's fine. Can probably deposit a few reinforced iron plates into the milestone machine. So I'll go ahead and do that, as well as the rotors I have on me. Gives me some room. Got barrel nuts, got a chainsaw. I wish I had more inventory space, but this will have to do. Let's get traveling. Yeah, the feature, they did say the feature is still being rolled out. Pavilion, which means that it's basically, you know, basically for it's not on us if we forgot something that's still being tested. The rough translation for that. I mean, I'm perhaps not being entirely fair, but Twitch does not have a great record for keeping their various applications and platforms in sync. I think their poll feature still doesn't work on a chunk of their platforms, but I'm glad you have the things in desktop, Pavilion. Now let's just hope this deuterium isn't too far out of the way. Let's get a chainsaw out. Thank you for the lifeblood heart, Novillian. Flower petals, leaves, a little bit of wood. Should probably focus on the larger trees, as I don't have that much fuel to toss around. Try to get as many trees in one chop as possible. Secretarium 171 meters that way. That poison gas may be problematic. Guess we'll see. I'm currently, partly because I'm still relatively, I played a fair bit of Satisfactory, but I'm still relatively new to it overall, so the current blueprint I'm following, Novillian, for factory expansion is what's known as the, it's the, WTFK, layout system, otherwise, known as Who the Fuck Knows. I'm here all week. But hopefully, my hope is, I mean, I also don't, technically the world is laid out deterministically, and like there are definite, oh shoot, I can't be here. Okay, I'll take the wooden lead. Oh, we've also got company. That may actually be useful stuff if I can not die to it. But right now focusing on the wood cutting. Okay. Ah, good to see you, Spartan. Yeah, I'm glad we use the same methodology there. But yeah, the world is laid out. I mean, I think there are mods for different worlds, but the world is laid out consistently. So I could plan stuff if I kind of looked things up and knew the world better. Like Spartan had some recommendations based on his world knowledge here and there. But for the most part, I'm just kind of exploring, figuring out where things go, because resource positioning is going to determine a lot of how factory layout is going to go. My hope is that a lot of my setup is probably, especially my power setup, is hopefully going to be on the nice giant bit of lake next to where I'm currently sitting. And hopefully coal is close to there. Or oil, one of the two would be real nice to be. I like large bodies of water we're working on because of the it lets me set up things without having to bounce up and down constantly and figure out the verticality. Something just moved here. Was it the tree? If it wasn't the tree, I might have some trouble. Okay, I think the Caterium is up. I think up was the other way, at least to some extent. I have a little bit more fuel for the chainsaw. I don't know that there's a convenient up here, but that does look like a good tree to work on. I'm probably just gonna have to construct some stairs, and we'll figure things out from there. After this tree. Only 9 wood, really? It looked like a very impressive tree. Right, let's begin. Okay, that might be enough. I like to kind of loop things closer to each other, so I'm not taking up so much space. I'm gonna compulsively build things under there so it looks slightly neater. Okay, let's see if I can actually get up. Whoops. I still need a ramp of some sort. That'll have to do. This ramp should actually probably be facing that way. There we go. I mean, the ramp facing doesn't matter that much, but... Okay, I'm still gonna have to build up here. A little more elevation would be nice. I'm glad there's some water next to the coal, Spartan. It's not the most elegant of staircases, but here we are. There is a power slug, and there is a horrible, horrible creature that hopefully will fail to shove me off the cliff. I have a tendency to get shoved off cliffs by these. Okay. Arbitrary package of alien organs, and that looks like the Caterium. I don't know if there's more under these rocks, but I don't have what I need to remove these rocks anyway, right now. This is quite the view. Well, that is the Caterium. I wonder if it's just the one node. Hup. Come to me, power slug. I'm not quite tall enough. There we go. Gonna need some nuts. And it's time to faceplant into bees. Bees! Oh, both plants triggered at once. That was why it felt like there was an abnormally high number of bees. Okay, so this is a single Caterium ore node. Can't make out any others in the area, but it is pure. So there is that. It's gonna be a hell of a time getting it down from here. Maybe I should set up the beginnings of a conveyor link. Conveyor pole. Shorter is probably better for the ramp itself. I will be able to get tractors. I think I have access to the milestone for them, Spartan. That said, I mean, I suppose I could truck them down and pull them down to a truck station and move them from there. But I am as wild as my driving skills may be, I don't think I'm getting a tractor up here. But I assume you're referring to tractoring stuff once it's been conveyed down. Although honestly, it might be more efficient just to run a conveyor out the whole way. level miners go. Long distance conveyors do indeed can cause performance issues. That is true, Spartan. That said, I understand that it's a lot less severe in single player than it is in co-op. Although I could be wrong there. You might actually have more experience with that than I do, Spartan. So I will trust your assessment on that if you have one. Ooh, nuts. Thieves. Okay, heading back towards the space elevator. Is nice, a nice big landmark. I assume a truck only... I've never actually used truck stations before, and I assume they only need to be fueled at one end of the station, which would make it simpler. If my assumption is correct. Let's get some wood in this thing. And some leaves in the other container. Have more biofuel for the burners in a few moments. Ah, I see, Spartan. I have actually been fortunate enough to see the beginnings of a train, the beginnings of a train network in operation. It's cool stuff. Trains are so much fun in these games. I really want a good chance to put some of that together. Okay, bunch of concrete. I have used a lot of concrete apparently. Maybe I should pull down that tower at some point. There's also a tower here I should consider pulling. It's my only way up at the moment though. And they don't look completely terrible, like they're plausible construction. Oh yeah, the transport tubes are fabulous as well. I know trains in co-op unfortunately aren't great for, like they're great for logistics. They aren't great for people. Like you cannot ride a train safely in co-op. Ooh. If Navillion has not seen them, do you wanna be spoiled, Navillion, or you wanna see it first hand? I actually don't know what they're like in Futurama, so I'm not sure if it is what you're thinking of there. Okay, what's holding up the rotor production? We have enough iron rods. Oh, but that's just the size of the... Okay, that's just the size of a rotor stack. I see. Is it the size of a rotor stack? Why is it? Oh, I see. If the machines are not on, it doesn't take input. Okay, flipping you back on there. I can just pull the rotors out of the output there, that should be enough. And what do you know? Looks like we really needed that fuel. How much of it has actually been processed? That's a good amount. Hang on, which of the burners... Right, I guess we needed the two small burners running. I have never actually seen Futurama. I am familiar with like one or two references from it, and that's about it. Heard good things though. fire it back up. Yeah, okay, I think that I think it was specifically firing up that that one assembler that pushed the system over maximum draw. It's fine. Anything else I need to... Well, I should shove these rotors into terminal. I need to make 300 cables. I could honestly rig something up for that, or do it myself. Works fine either way. I didn't get much in the way of sulfur. I wonder if I have enough... Ooh, I have enough for a couple of these. I should make some... Let me actually... I'll try not to get too distracted this stream. It says coal power, so let me actually make the cables for coal power before I get too sidetracked. Duly noted, Navillion. I look forward to it. I wish I had a zipline right now. Okay, I'm gonna need some wire. Let's say 3 stacks of it. Ah, screw it. I'll just put down a crafting bench here so I'll be able to grab more wire if it turns out I need some. Cables. Okay, I have enough. I'm not quite certain what you're referring to, Spartan. I probably do know the trick, given I've rigged up a few coal power arrays and repaired a few coal power arrays before. But go right ahead. It's potentially something I missed. Okay, 212, 220. Almost have enough cables. Wonder if I should go grab that beacon off the SAM, or seeing as I don't know, maybe I'll still be on the same save when an update comes in that implements it. At some point I should get that copper set up on foundations and smelting at full rate as well. And I'll need to extend the foundations over that way for the sake of my my own sanity. Cables! Launch! I can now scan the coal.
Milestone reached. Coal is an improved alternative power source to biomass and can be fully automated if provided water with the new pipeline buildings and power throughout the initial setup. Coal has been added to the resource scanner. Note: ensure the close proximity of water to the coal production line. Note: pumps will aid in vertical transport of fluids through pipes. Note: throughput and volume indicators are added to each pipe section automatically.
Ada. Unfortunately, does not look to be coal next to the lake next to us. So it looks like a remote coal section. Ah, yeah, isolated power grid, Svarten. I believe you can't quite, because everything needs some degree of power here, you can't quite Factorio it with power running off coal miners, like coal miners and coal arms. But yeah, I mean the plan was always to have actually the whole in any power producing network on its own isolated grid, so that could be disconnected from the rest of the grid if it needed a kickstart. on various occasions, I've had a few different backup methods. I haven't actually explicitly had just the one dedicated generator. But I've had essentially had isolated cutoff grids, as well as a backup kickstart grid wired just to the able to be wired just to the fuel and generators, running off a set of idle biomass burners as well. But I mean, what yeah. Yeah, it's not what I was referring to is not is it's not quite identical to Factorio. Still solid setup, but the idea being that in Factorio it's roughly the same thing. But it's what I'm thinking of is the in Factorio technically you can pull off stuff without a kickstart, if you have stuff that's just fed by man, my words are not working. The miners cannot be fed with their own coal in this game. Not directly, at least. That, yes, that makes sense, Faden. Okay. Boundary, steel, framework. Looking at the inventory slots here. I might actually be focusing on stuff that gives inventory slots. Now, Logistics Mark II would be amazing, but that has a bunch of prerequisites. I also kind of want the improved melee combat and improved... I have most of the stuff for this on me right now, so I'll probably select that. Yes, I will get those tubes at some point, but I'm pretty sure... Those need steel as well, right? I can't make steel yet, Spartan. It's a bit away. It's a bit away. But I appreciate... I have acknowledged the enthusiasm. Okay, let's see how the solid fuel processing is going. Ah, it's still going. On the leaf section at least. Oh, on all of this actually. That's fine then. Okay, so the scan picked up coal not near the body of water I was hoping, but the closest coal deposit is there, that way, and then I'm getting multiple coal pings to the southeast. So we've got some to the east, some to the south, and everything is upwards. Sure as hell hope there are convenient bodies of water. Should have brought some chainsaw fuel. I think most of the I've had experience setting up a coal array without convenient access to a nearby body of water, but that was because the coal was delivered to a separate point from where the coal was being mined. So I think I believe, since this stuff's manually laid out, in most cases the coal is relatively close to a sufficiently deep body of water. But I could be wrong, and I could also have to... Oh wow, that's I don't think the water is rendering correctly, but alternatively I have gained the power of flight. That is also a possibility. If you feel, let's say, if if you feel it's a sufficiently sufficiently stage relevant hint, Spartan, by all means. I think the coal is up. And I think up, at least initially, is around that way. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, that lines up roughly with my expectations. Looking at it as well, Spartan, that makes sense. Also, to answer one of your earlier questions, Avillian, steel is a bit away at the moment. It's one of the potential research options at this tier, but I just wanted to get some of the other useful stuff done first. Speaking of which, I should probably get some more wire and make some more cables, because the pod is back. And in fact, just landing, probably. Or I would have expected it to be just landing. Given I can load stuff right now, is the pod just not rendered? Well, let's get these things in first. Make some cables. About 200 with some spare for wiring things up. And yeah, as long as there's water reasonably close to the coal in question, I'm definitely going to want to burn the coal on site rather than shipping it elsewhere. That way I can, it's much easier to build an isolated power grid, and I only have to transfer the power and not the coal. Though I will probably need a fair bit of cable if it comes to it for that. Okay.
Milestone reached.
Use slot.
R&D inflated your pocket dimension, added an additional hand equipment slot, and have provided an improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength and range.
You still use the pod for these things, right? I don't think it transfers using the space elevator. We might just have lost the animation. Right. We'll quickly do vehicular transport. I'll put it on the list and get ready for steel production soon. Before any of that though, I should... Well, let's put some healing items in my new inventory, in my new hand slot, and I should also check the equipment workshop for what I need for the new zapper, the new basher. 22 Xeno basher. Okay, so I need one extra Xeno zapper and 5 modular frames. I in fact need quite a few modular frames. I should probably automate their production at some point. So I need them for MAM research. Let me actually double check that. Alien organs and cable. Well, I can do the inventory slot research, no problem. I'll just grab a few. Wires at the moment. I have an unequipped mine. I think. Oh, I don't quite have enough cable. Or wire. Okay, I'm gonna need more cable and wire. Or just a lot more wire. Let's get another 2,000 wire out of this. This door is actually in a really awkward spot. Ah, that'll be the pod coming back. It doesn't render if you're not here for the return. Welcome back. Okay, MAM research. Inventory space, priority. Let's get some alien organs. I guess you can actually see a bit of some of the items you put in to be scanned. Put these organs away for now. Equipment workshop. I need more wire now. Okay. Apparently I did not grab enough wire. Because a stick to zap things with takes a fair bit of wire, I guess. I'm surprised there's that much wire in that smaller stick, though. Well, ready for action. Should hit a bit harder than the old one. Now, to resume the search for coal. It's likely a path up on the right, as noted by Spartan. Ah, I forgot to beacon the Caterium deposit. I also forgot to grab some fuel for the chainsaw. I'm sure everything will be fine. Wonder if there's enough left to cut down a tree. Apparently, yes. Interestingly, based on this pathing... Hang on a moment. As I was saying, I might run into the more distant coal first, based on how it looks initially. It looks like it goes into more caves and such. Spartan notes the start of the path up is behind. I wonder if this is relevant. Or if it's just a fall damage reducer. Wooden leaves. Still a little bit of fuel on this. Okay, I think it's completely out now. And this is covered in death. Hmm. I may have passed the path. Although there was a ledge of sorts up there. It could also be through the death. That is also a possibility. I also do need to go poke at the mem at some point. That's going to add some poison when I get too close. Leaves, petals, wood. It is convenient to have wood easily accessible just for pickup. Sniff up here again. Okay, I think that might be traversable. There we go. Slightly better jumping than Subnautica. Although falling from this height would be unpleasant. Is this the right way? Also, I should check distances. I'm assuming that this climb is not a tractorable climb. Oh, hello. Waiting for the projectile. Oh, there are bees. Oh, interesting. If this was Subnautica, I'd be running right at those with my scanner tool out. As it stands, I should probably path around. The little keychain on the stick is pretty neat. much as I prefer not having to use it. I should probably eat stuff. It is very dark. Okay, I can go further along here. Got more company though. The biggest danger these things are going to pose to me is startling me while I'm standing on the edge of something and making me drop off. Oh frick, there are bees. Bees! Ooh, is that a blue power slug? I think it's green, just lit differently. Hup. I feel like I'm going definitively the wrong way, but thank you anyway, Spartan. But may hopefully end up at the same destination? Maybe. The ocean view here is nice. I'd love to do some building down there. If there are the resources to support infrastructure there. Well, there's water. Oh hey! Trees. I can't get up here. There's a fair bit of fog. That is a lot of bee plots. I get around without activating all of the bee plants, please. Thank you. That is a purple power slug. I am beelining roughly towards it. That's uranium! I just plonked my face in it and took radiation damage. This whole— okay, there is more radiation than I realized there. I guess I can't go through there at the moment. Although I do appreciate the opportunity to helpfully announce that something is radioactive and then shove my face in it. Feel like it's very oh, that's a crash site. I'm glad I brought a beacon. It's 3 bee plants I'm gonna have to clear. Let's go, I guess. It's a significantly better reach. Ooh, hey. Heavy modular frames might come in handy. Computers. Angry creatures. Ah. I swear I was better at dodging these. Maybe it's harder without latency. That hurt a lot. All the nuts. Okay. There's a few units of carapace. That's handy. This is a entirely different biome and quite neat. It's a shame it's not easy to reach. Okay, some screws lying around as well. Supercomputers and circuit boards. More heavy modular frames, more computers. Hopefully I'm not missing anything obvious. From the scattered parts. Just wanted to figure out all that before I actually looked at the crash pod itself. Where's the crash pod? There it is. Right, drop pod. Needs 256 megawatt. That's more power than our entire factory array supplies at the moment. How many? 250. I would need. I'd need 9 biomass burners. Let me just check if I have enough on me to run 9 biomass burners. To build 9 biomass burners. Yes, actually, I have enough on me to build 9 biomass burners, if I really needed to. Okay. Well, in that case... Let's see, I have enough leave. I could power the burners briefly. Alright, let's do this. 9 biomass burners it is. 1, 2... Hopefully there's enough space for them here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Split out these leaves. Each biomass burner has a small handful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and I am going to need many power poles. Power pole can connect 3. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3 power poles and 3 terminals. 1. Okay, this power pole can connect these 3. This power pole can connect the middle 3. I need cable. How much wire do I have? Enough to make some cable. Okay. Cable, cable, cable. It's this one and the last 3. Just gonna clip through everything. Okay. These 3 power poles can connect to a central one, and this should feed a maximum of 270 megawatts to the drop pod. Boom. And the precious contents, a hard drive.
Data on the hard drive has been salvaged and can be repurposed to unlock an alternate recipe. Salvaging more hard drives will provide additional alternate recipes.
I should also plonk down a beacon just to mark that this has been cleared. Now, to pack this all away. Okay, what was left over? Apparently I don't quite have enough room for all the wire. Now I do. Make sure I got the hard drive and other things correctly on me. Well, that was fruitful, even if I haven't technically found the way to the coal, despite Spartan's very helpful guidance. Hello. While your carapaces would actually be helpful, I'm not looking for that at the moment. So, please chill, thank you. Ow! Okay, I guess not. Where'd you go? Oh. Into oblivion, I guess. Okay. And the bad news, I'm pretty sure it's up for you. Well, I may as well explore around here a bit more. For returning to base and checking around. I suspect Spartan's indication of the path may be quite helpful. 250, well, there's stuff through here. That's not far. Oh! A lizard doggo! Hi! You're precious, but I don't have pale berries to feed you. In fact, I haven't found a single pale berry yet for research. This is a really cool biome. And honestly where I was hoping to set up initially, so... Greetings to couldn't think of a name. Welcome to the stream. Oh shoot. I don't think I'm getting to that purple slug before the... Nope, not okay. That is a lot of poison. That is a no. That's a whole lot of no. In fact, I am being fired on from down below. Interesting. Okay, 230. Can I sprint through? Try and sprint through without... There is the coal. A pure coal node. And dying here will be a problem. Ow. Well, I made it through the poison. And my memories about this biome being quite hostile seem to be fairly consistent. But getting that coal down to a water source is going to be a hell of a job. Yeah, basically, Navillion, everything you had on you dropped in a crate at the location. So, you know, you get dropped in as a fresh employee, essentially. And you can go and recover the stuff the last employee had on them. Which does include a hard drive, so let's go take a look. I'll actually try and keep my inventory clear because I had a full inventory on the other end. So there was a recommended drive-in path. Wonder if it was this bridge. I also think I don't know if it's the same, it is exactly the same forest, but I feel like I may recognize it from previous death-ridden encounters. Evasive action. Oh, this is pretty neat. Not trying to get past it though. So those are permanent poison pools. Cannot be removed, although they do shift and cycle with the wind. And hello! Please... Huh, I think I was dealing with bigger ones, because this one's a bit smaller and more what I'm used to. I wonder if this is the recommended path in question. Ow! Ah, there are more of them here. I slipped through the poison. It's not an issue if I die at the moment because I've got nothing on me. Nope. Okay. That path doesn't seem like it'll work easily. The enemies aren't a problem necessarily, but the poison is, unless there's something I'm missing. Definitely looks like a better general transport route. However, yeah, we'll give it another try, skirting it, Spartan, and we'll see. Skirting the right edge seemed to minimize poison damage, but it still seemed to cut down on poison damage a little bit. But we still came in contact with it a bunch. Is there a particular edge you are thinking of, Spartan, when you suggest skirting? Oh shoot, it's the big artillery grump again. The left edge looks pretty poison covered. A thing about poison clouds like this, though, as well, is that they do pulse and shift with time and the wind. I don't know if it's specifically wind simulated or if it's just kind of arbitrarily time. It's like time zones and zone simulated, but it does vary. I have had essentially poison come and bite me before in an area that was safe a moment ago. But that means it is definitely possible, especially with enough nuts. Which I will grab a handful more of. I don't know how much randomization there is in area generation as well as Spartan, but it's possible that there is slightly more hazard being put on that particular path. Or there could actually have been world revisions, depending on recency of world generation. I'm not actually certain. At any rate, I'm certainly keeping up my my extensive record of poison encounters. Let's go. Of course, Satisfactory confidently espouses... Ah, we're finally out of fuel. The video game classic of frantically shoving food in your face as you're taking damage to heal. Okay. I'm gonna have to hope the poison shifts are in my favor. Yeah, I think it may actually... it felt on a previous occasion when I was working with this, it felt kind of like stuff was shifting with the wind. But in this case, it may actually be a simple... Ow! Ow. It may actually be a simple case of may actually be a simple case of the different poison bits activate in different sequences. Give me barrel nuts, please. Oh shoot, this is back in the poison. Poison's much more dangerous than any creature. But yeah, that sequencing would make getting up inconsistent as well. Anyway, we're up. I have pale berries, that's very important. I can't eat that. I mean, normally I'd eat it for health, potentially, but we need it for research research purposes. Ow. Well, where to from here? Oh, actually, there's a... Dang, that's quite the view. Let's calibrate our scanner. So 300... Okay. Coal 413 that way. That's a different coal node, I think, from what we were looking at previously, but potentially more useful due to proximity to water. I'm gonna hope whatever's chasing me can't swim. And attempt to obtain a power slug. I think may need to blow the... You can swim! Or you can just walk! Okay. I may need to blow things up for that. This may actually be a better coal site, even if the coal isn't pure. Just because of easy access to water. Then I can funnel down the other coal site over here. Ooh. I should collect samples of this for analysis as well.
This mineral shows purity levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth, and can be used to improve communication and exploration technologies. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Oh, there are more hostiles. I think I found the coal though. Okay, that one's pure. Hail berries! We can use that for the... Goodbye! Okay, there's a line of sight link which we can use for coal delivery if it comes to that. Or we could set up, it would be more convenient to set up here and just deliver the power over the line of sight link. I don't know if I'll have to build giant foundation towers to be able to funnel it efficiently. Nevertheless, good stuff. Now, I need to attempt to get that power slug and try and find some health. Oh, there's another crash site. I need to get my crate of stuff back. So I need to figure out how to get up there. It's gonna be a puzzle and a half. May actually need explosives for this slug. I probably need explosives for this slug. How many pale berries do I need? I mean, I can get back up here if it comes to it, I suppose. Ooh, arbitrary bits of copper. I mean, if I die, I drop all the pale berries, and it becomes even harder to keep track of my, Dang it, there's so much important stuff here. Pale berries! Slug! I really shouldn't have skimped, I think, on researching medicinal inhalers. Ow! Okay, I'm not getting that slug. I can respect that, but how do I get up? Back up to my crate of things? For that matter, how the fuck do I get back down? Okay, I'm gonna have to eat some pale berries. I'll keep... hopefully one is enough for immediate scanning needs. I'm gonna have to run the poison again. Would be if you've got health regen wants to kick in anytime now. Still an enemy. Oh shit. Frantic bunny hopping engage. I am probably gonna have to take the other route to get the crate back. But I found 2 pure coal nodes, both of which have interesting accessibility challenges, let's say. Getting some kind of bridge, I think. My cursor is roughly on where that was. Getting some kind of a link up there needs to be a priority, I suppose. Much to do. And not much in the way of resources to do it with at the moment. Let's go talk to the ma'am. Okay.
Pocket dimension has been inflated.
More inventory space, I'll take it. Sulfur analysis, already quartz. Yeah, okay. We can do that analysis. We need a bit more to do further research, I think. Power slugs, I haven't found a yellow one yet. Oh, I need 2 pale bear. Oh, I ate that one anyway, so not like I can do much with that. Okay. Well, the next operation needs to be to go get that frickin' crate with all my stuff in it. May as well shove the leaves in here. I may as well re-engage the factory. Produce what things we can. Stuff is indefinitely renewable here after all. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Unfortunately, there's not really enough to power the small burners for long. Although I think it seems like they still have some fuel. 8. Okay, fine. A little bit for each one of you, and re-engage. Well, time to get back to it. And by that I mean make the most precarious, ill-advised climb possible, with very little health. Run through a bunch of hostile enemies, and hopefully get a crate. Without dying on crate. But hey, at least I have more inventory space than last time. I'm sure that'll help against beaks and teeth and murder and death. So yeah, it seems I have somewhat explosively terminated the deathless aspect of this run. I'm now half inclined to check this path as well. It's a cleared crash site. Ooh, there's a yellow power that's bees. That's not good. But okay, I should make a note of that power slug's location. That'll be useful to research. That's not good. I'm pretty sure they're faster than me. Ow. Frantic bunny hopping continues. These don't have a leash limit, do they? I'm just gonna have these following me. Okay, well, they can't navigate everything, I guess. It seems. Ascend! Ascend! Okay. Yeah, this is not going to be the route I choose to coal, at least. Oh, shoot. Thought I was gonna slide down there for a moment. I don't suppose there are any beryl nuts on the way out here. Oh, right. That area's covered in bees. There's a beryl nut plant there, but that has not regrown. That area is also covered in bees. I believe I went up here. Beryl nuts! Let's quickly associate them with a hand item. Yet these things have respawned, or at least the bees are active again. I don't have a weapon. I maybe should not have jumped down here because it's actually not going to be... It's going to be non-trivial getting back up. Dude. Dang it. Frantically eat the nuts. Okay, seriously, how do I get back up? Come on. Okay, that works. bottom zero on the nuts. I don't think I'm gonna be able to shake these bees by climbing, given the whole having wings thing and all. Maybe I should keep a spare weapon. Home chest. Okay, I didn't climb up there, I just went through the river. They're still following me! Oh shoot, this is a dead end. This is going great so far. Yes! What a nice relaxing game this is. Right, that's the horde of bee plants. Let me through here, please. Okay, now I run the other way. Hopefully the shape of this bridge and the jukes the bees somewhat. It has not juked all the bees. Ooh, that's oh right, that's radiation was this way. Right, I need to go this way. That's an interesting stuff behind there. Hi, lizard doggo. Can you help with this freaking bee? Ooh, is that a pale berry? It's a pale berry. Quick, eat it. Oh, I got some more nuts. Even if I pick up this crate, I fully expect to immediately die again. That's because of the amount of hostile stuff that was on it. This freaking bee will not stop. It's catching up. It's getting closer every time I look backwards. Okay, I gained a little distance. Ooh, bacon mushrooms! Yes, more health! It's actually... okay, I can still walk forwards while assigning stuff to my hand slots. Ow! Okay, I can't get through these bamboo shoots. This is a really pretty biome. I don't think I'm going the right way to get up there. I need to figure out where the ramp is that's covered in poison plants. Speaking of which, I found the poison plant, like the poison clouds of the poison plants, apparently. Ow. Oh, more health. More health. Mushrooms. Save me from the bees, please. I don't believe anything in this game, Avilion, has a leashing distance, or a point where it'll stop chasing you. No. Okay, this seems like vaguely like the path towards... it was towards the coal as well. I would have been tracking towards the coal. So... yeah, okay. I recognize the poison assholes. And the non-poison assholes are here to play as well. Great! Take everything! Evasive— oh shoot! I dropped through radiation onto the bee plants. I am great at this. There's more radiation. Okay. How many? Okay. One moment. You know what? I largely avoided the combat elements of this game previously, including in my I mean, largely because other people were focusing on it in the previous games I played, because I was introduced to this in co-op. I think I might invest in weapons tech. I actually look at what it takes to invest in weapons tech, rather than ignoring that. Oh, hello, you're friendly, huh? Relative. Okay. Well, I have my stuff back, and there are slightly fewer bees in the world. There's freaking radiation here. Oh, it's embedded in the side of the cliff. Okay, that's a no-go route. Maybe this will let me traverse towards the coal without crossing the yellow slug! Oh. Poison. And big artillery enemy. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. There's radiation here! Up. The fall damage will probably be less than the radiation damage. Ooh, bacon mushroom. Oh, hello. Radiation! I don't know where it is. That's a really pretty plant. So I was here to figure out a nice, convenient link to get coal. And I think roughly an hour later, after setting off on the initial exploratory trip, here we are. Is this guarded by Yes, it is. That's the asshole from the other direction. Right. Oh shoot. Let's get Okay, I should be able to get clear of the poison at least. Ooh, that's a purple slug. Okay, the coal is here. Whoa, shoot, that's a lot of damage. I don't know what is hitting so hard, but I am eating as much as I can. I think one of these is big and especially hard hitting, or possibly two, or more. Could just have been physics damage from being shoved into the cliff as well. It's still one. Let's collect the carapaces. From down here. There we go. Should be enough for analysis. This is the coal hook. What's the distance? I don't have a distance reading to my markers, but Okay, that's one singular pure coal node here. I mean, to be fair, Spartan, it was a poison cloud and a similar quantity and intensity of enemies. Ooh, pale berries. Right. Now I just have to figure out where the other stuff was. Okay, that's the close call ping. I believe we're at a higher altitude than the other site we identified. I'm just gonna have to head this way. And see what comes, I suppose. Okay, 2 coal pings equidistant. But not the ones I'm looking for, I think. It's what looks like a lake of some sort, at least I'm hoping for a visual. Okay, there we go. Wow, this looks beautiful. But I believe we are above the Poison Cloud land bridge. Vaguely. Okay, that looks like it. The safest way back down may legitimately be the horror path again. Oh, hello. Hello, poison thingies. I'm just running through activating all of you in sequence and hoping to get out of the area before it turns into oh, there's more! Okay. Well, that's the edge of that biome. What's this look like up here? Aside from poison, death, with a yellow slug in it, because of course that's what the yellow slug is. Man, the sheer amount of verticality to this this particular section of the world is really neat and exceedingly painful. I think that's a crash site in the distance. And some uranium. That looks like a power slug. It looks like this land bridge connects. I may need to build a climbing aid or two, but I should still have some concrete on me. Come on, let me up. Okay, that one needs a ramp. Let me up here, please. This may still need a ramp. That works, except there's a unfriendly person up here. I wonder why there's an unfriendly person up here. Hi, I'm gonna run around here, flailing, searching for whatever it is you're guarding in case you're guarding something. Oh, there's a purple power slug on the end of that. Okay. Well, we must duel to the death then. Preferably your death. Because it's gonna be a pain to get up here when I... if and when I... Okay, good. This thing packs a punch. Right. Health, please. To the purple power slug. I don't have enough concrete on me. Up. Can I dismantle one of my earlier jump aids? Probably need to dismantle one of my earlier jump aids. Okay. I need to just kind of shove a fountain. Oh, hang on. Oh, there was only 5? Interesting. Well, now, let me shove one of my foundation blocks in here. That'll do. Let's not fall off this. Although this is quite the view. I maybe should take a screenshot. I wonder if there's a way to hide the HUD for a screenshot easily. Is there a keybind for that? Not that I can easily see. Let's take stuff out of the inventory then. And I'll just take a screenshot here. That'll do. Help get me my meds back. Wrong stuff, come on. Doo-doo-doo. Let's go look at that crash site. Assuming it is a crash site. It's a crash site covered in uranium and death. Do I have a beacon on me? I do not have a beacon on me. One moment, let me craft, please. Wow, I'm really glad for the upgraded melee tool at least. Beacon, beacon. Oh shoot, that requires an equipment workshop. Equipment workshop. On the fly. Beacon. I need 2 of them. Thank you. Okay, without attracting the attention of the big one, hopefully. Let me put here. Crash site. Covered in uranium and death. Did it not save? Damn. Nope. Get me the beacon back, please. There we go. Adequately labeled. For when radiation protection becomes feasible. Now, back down. How on this planet am I going to get down below in a reasonable fashion? Okay, well, land bridge connection is through there. Coal site is kind of over there. I can survey that stuff really well from up here at least. Man, I don't even think a power line would stretch far enough for a zip line down. Gonna have to walk the walk. Walking back home. Come to think of it, could I make some solid fuel for the could probably make, let me just get a bench out. Give me some biomass. Make it from the leaves probably. So they're taking up space. Get me some solid biofuel. Not make it, the alien organs are useful for other things, so let's not try not to turn that into fuel unnecessarily. Okay, I can operate the chainsaw now. Grab some wood for the facility, because we are running a bit low. Just, I feel like maybe I need a name for the factory. I don't just, oh frick, you're a big, okay. That looks immensely dangerous. That is a poison emitting spider asshole. Can I just kill you quickly before you can make more poison clouds? Yes, apparently. That was slightly horrifying. On multiple levels. I'm gonna cut down this tree now. Okay, these trees are a lot better for wood than the ones in the desert. We'll say that much. It's a reasonable amount of wood. How's the bamboo shoots? They're actually really good for wood as well. Hopefully I'll be able to obsolete the need to manually collect fuel not far from now, but this place is pretty decent for it. Ooh, pale berries. I'm very glad I didn't accidentally cut you. I might be able to get more carapace from this cluster of bee plants. Yeah, wow, bamboo shoots are amazing for wood. That's 57. Okay, let's get to it. Thank you, game, for auto-saving after I get engaged in a fight to the death by a swarm of angry bees. To be fair though, that's exactly my personal autosave timing sense. Or like my personal save timing sense. So. Oh wow. Didn't realize this actually had cleave. Hup. Okay. Hailberries! I thought I saw a glow there. Some more carapace. Let's get some more wood out of this. Now, that yellow power slug over there is covered in poison, and there's one angry dude, isn't there? Can I just quietly grab it from down here? Not enough space? Jettison some leaves then. Shoot, get to... Oh shoot, they... I kinda missed the window for that, huh? You see, this is why I obsess over inventory management. Okay. Let's jettison these flower petals, actually. Free up a bit of space. Poison's clearing for now. Dive for it! Yes, yellow power slug, get. And now I ride the river to freedom. If that isn't quite rendering correctly. Now, it's rendering better now. Hopefully ride the river to freedom. I don't know if this is actually the right direction. Having some interesting rendering glitches here. This is probably a great time to acknowledge that this game is still in early access and has a long way to go, despite how promising it looks. Can I just jump off this waterfall? I can't actually see what's down below, but hopefully it's water. It's... Okay, I am now able to confirm that water does in fact cushion fall damage. Good to know. Now, yellow power slug. Thank you, Horus. For what it's worth, that does not normally happen. That's interesting when the culling actually seems to kick in. Oh, hello! I have a weapon now! Bring it. I have a weapon now, and there aren't any nearby cliffs for me to be startled off. There we go. Organs! Organs are useful things. In many respects. Okay, can I... No, I'm gonna need more. How about now? There we go. Yellow power slug number 2. I'm gonna do a brief check down this way. Try and get an idea of where it leads. Just in case it heads to the area I'm looking for. I think that ping is for the coal up above. Which begs the question, could I build a giant mechanism to drill up into that coal deposit from below, where it isn't full of poison and death? Oh, another crash site. Oh, bees. What? Why am I building a conveyor belt? It's not what I meant to do. Apparently I must have hit number 3 button. It's gonna jam more nuts into my face. There are many different ways that statement could be interpreted, I think. But I will not remark further on that. Let's take a look at this crash site instead. Okay. Looks like there's a path up here. Oh, I believe I recognize this area. I think I recognize this area from another playthrough. You scared the crap out of me, arbitrary sparking mechanism. Okay, what can I discard here? That won't be of much use. Honestly, probably a smaller stack of leaves if there is one. Or a large stack of leaves. I'll discard a large stack of leaves. Motors. Copper ore. We already have solid mining for that. Up. 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 Why did it have to be bees? Well, no shortage of alien carapaces at least. Cables, reinforced iron plates. Not enough room for reinforced iron plates. Not enough space for cables. Anything else pick up scattered around here before I take a look at the pod? Wires. Okay. What does the pod need? 53 megawatts. That's a lot more reasonable than the last request. Power, let's do this. Biomass burner number 1. Biomass burner number 2. 1 power pole. Hook. Hook. Connect. I actually don't have room to split a stack of leaves right now. So let me just put some screws on the ground. Leaves. Leaves. Engage. Open. Hard drive retrieved. Okay, how am I gonna sort things? Well, I'm actually gonna discard these leaves. Wire, cable, reinforced iron plates. There's the cable here. What else can I jettison here? Small amount of biomass is probably worth jettisoning. And maybe even the small... oh, limestone. I'll jettison that. That should make enough room for these items here. Yeah, I think over on the in distance to the right may actually be a very nice resourcing location. So I think I recognize that as a location. I've a group I've played with did set up in. Anyway, back to business, I suppose. Ooh, what's this? I think that's a geyser location. A water... I guess it's a water mine. Interesting. This is probably not where I need to go, but interesting. Oh hey, quartz! You're guarded. This should be doable. Okay, that's 2 pure quartz deposits. That's worth beaconing. And while I'm at it, I should assemble an equipment workshop and just throw down a couple of portable miners. Or even just one portable miner. Okay, work hard, portable miner. I'll be back at some point in the future. There's a purple slug out there. I am not going to attempt to reach that with my current relative lack of ability to... ooh, Caterium ore. Never mind, I am leaving. Okay, you can keep your Caterium for now, buddy. I gotta get back home, somehow. Let us begin the retreat this way. It's kind of back where I came out, but honestly I should have redirected sooner. But well, now I know where this end of the cave leads. At some point, I will actually get around setting up some degree of coal power. Also got a bunch of nice research materials. There's plenty to do back at base. That was an interesting amount of exploration. I'm wondering if I shouldn't try to run through the poison area again and just figure out a connection to the coal area that doesn't go through the poison. But I don't have enough concrete on me to construct a significant quantity of foundations. I don't even have that much iron plate on me, I don't think. I mean, I have a lot of reinforced iron plate. It could be a Mark II conveyor. I suppose I could tractor link it in theory. If I remember correctly, 100 meters is about the limit, the length limit of a lot of wires and such. I wonder what the limit would be for a conveyor connection, because I'd really need a conveyor bridge of sorts. I don't think the water here is deep enough to actually cushion a fall. No, it is not. I'm just gonna have to eat some more nuts. I'm gonna need more concrete. And I am now returning to base with all of my stuff. This is probably a good point to make a manual save, although I'll be going for a bit further still. Vehicular transport. Well, I can give you all the iron rods you need. Probably. No, not quite, apparently. Give you all the cable you need. See, we're backed up on something here. So, yes, I can get all the iron rods that are needed. I'm guessing we're backed up on the fact that this is the most smart plating that'll fit in here. So I can get all the rotors needed as well. And I'll yank the smart plating out of that. Should be getting systems back online here. I don't actually have any leaves on me, but I've got plenty of wood. Let's plug that into the right assembly point. I'll get these machines running again. I don't think I hung on to biomass. Okay, smart plating. Go in there. I need to refuel a bunch of these systems sooner or later. Now let's see. Got quartz, got power slugs, hard drives. I'm gonna grab the alien carapaces out of that. Computers, supercomputers, circuit boards. I can't use those yet. Motors. Consolidate our Alcaterium ore. Heavy modular frames I can't use yet. Let's plug some research in. May as well research how to make biomass out of alien carapaces. The rebar gun. An expanded tool belt. And the ammunition of the rebar gun, huh? Okay. May as well plug this in. Actually, hang on. I don't have enough Caterium ore for that. Let's quickly put in these pale berries for research. Okay, that nutritional mixture will take some work. I'll need more cables to research the next power slug. Need more quartz, sulfur and coal. Okay, so nothing immediately forthcoming on other things right now. Let's just plug in one of these hard drives then. I should actually probably hold the other hard drive because it's only possible to get some recipes at later points down the line. Although I would really love to get the alternate screw recipe now, because the basic one is a bit of a pain. Right, let's plug in the rotors that this thing needs, the rods as well, and I should make some modular terminals, modular frames, modular terminals. I'm glad that particular hunt is done with, for me at least. I don't know how many people in chat may or may not have had the experience of the modular terminal hunt in Elite Dangerous. That is a thing. Wait, no, that's the wrong number of frames. I still need 10 more. And a bunch more after that. So I'll just keep processing for now. Monolithic terminals only, or says that is a not unreasonable request, I think.
Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged. Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
Neat, although I'm not sure how I'll figure out power constraints for that kind of thing. Well, the next milestone is steel production. Have that selected, but it's not going to be my focus for the moment. Let's see what I can get going here. Okay, the MAM's still scanning. I am going to need to figure out a way, I believe, up there. Let me actually make some more beacons so I don't just run out. Ooh, I am out of iron rods. I also need more cables and more wire. Right, let's grab some spare iron rods out of this. Seems to be working fine now. Yeah, with regard to the iron rod reserve at least. And I'll take a moment to make some more cables while I'm here. That should hopefully do for the moment. I'll make a small stack of beacons. That'll do. Okay. Next research, I'm going to focus on getting the medicinal inhaler up, which will need 100 modular frames. So let's go modular frames. Actually, doing it by the to-do list will take absolutely forever. Let's just do what we can here. I should probably automate it, but I don't actually think I have a surplus of ion rod output at the moment. So there's no trivial way to capture the output for it. let's go and see how the fuel processing is going as well. It seems to be still plugging away. Ooh, it takes a while to process. Okay. That's not going to be done anytime soon. Which is probably a good thing. Ah, drone's coming back. Good. Right, I should probably put the purple power slug away, because I won't be able to use it for now. I will make what power shards I can. Put away the alien carapace, and probably the pale berries for now. Where's the power shard? Put that away as well. Frees up some inventory space. And I should start to think about getting upstairs. Okay. Extract a few more iron rods. More iron plate. In fact, this is a manifold setup, so there should be excess iron rods to pull from all of these. And now it looks like I need to refuel things. Refuel the two small generators first, leave the rest for a bit later. Okay, I should be able to make some more modular terminals if I really need to now. Modular terminals again. Modular frames. But first things first, let's navigate to the coal point, clear it of hostiles, and figure out a way to link it down here for easy traversal that does not involve 800 billion poison particles. There we go, it's not hyperbole if I say that. Well, up the path we go. I should probably grab some more wood while I'm on the way. I'll hit these trees. The trees further up will probably be much better for wood than these ones though. So these are still desert. The wood sparse desert type. That barrel that hasn't grown back yet. Okay. I was about to say, what have we got up here? Like I didn't already know there's this guy waiting for me. Ah! Firing interval's too short for me. I should just focus on hitting him. Organs, thank you. Barrel nuts. And now it's time to get through the unremovable poison. Skirt the right edge and hopefully not... Oh, I not quite skirt the right edge. Huh. It's interesting that it seems you can get hit by multiple at one time, which is not great. Alright, bring it. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, there was a power slug over here. There was some elderberry plants that I couldn't get previously due to the number of hostiles being unarmed at the time. That is no longer the case. I am merely ineptly armed. Hold it. You're just gonna keep running in. Okay. There we go. The carapace. Now, where was... There was something here that I wanted to get. Let's try not to get knocked off a cliff in the front. Oh, there was a slug. There's the slug. Let's try not to lose the thing that's trying to eat me. Nom 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 nom. Right. Let's do some wood cutting. That's a good amount of wood. Paleberry plant. No pale berries on it at the moment, but hopefully I can leave it intact for the future. Another green power slug. Actually, I think... Is that my... But I think that might be my first green power slug. Okay, I can't cut that one down. Should be a good amount of wood. Getting a little dark. Now we have this site. Extensive water reserves. Supplemented... Well, good. Some coal reserves supplemented by water, I suppose, is the order to put it in. Hello! Well, he doesn't seem interested in continuing hostilities. So I should proceed to the coal. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they are interested in continuing hostilities. There's something following me in the water and growling. And they're gone. Well then. Back to work. Gotta clear this area. Ow. I hear another one. I think that's uranium up in the corner there. Radioactive. Still I'm being engaged by 2 more at the moment. Got 2 good hits. Oh, you're a bigger one, I think. Felt like a bigger one. Hurt like a bigger one. Well, let's compact biomass on the fly if I end up needing any. Let's just confirm that this is paint. Yes, okay, that's uranium. Avoid that. We'll probably have to clear these trees to make way for the coal feed anyway. May as well cut them down here. Paleberry plant, no paleberries. And now the tricky bit. How do I get... I mean, I probably won't feed the coal down there, but how do I get some kind of transit route? Down there. Well, if it's within conveyor pole range, I'm in luck. So let's give it a shot. Okay, it's just saying invalid aim location. I don't think it's even in build range. That could be a problem. What if I shoved a foundation into the edge of this cliff? Then connected a conveyor to that. Conveyor belt is too long, conveyor belt is too steep. That's promising. Too long. Man, we really... You know what? I kind of really wish I had transport tubes right now. But transport tubes need power. Okay. That is climb point number 1. Kind of wish there was an easy way to... I'm actually, someone more experienced might know better than me if there's an easy way to reverse the direction of the conveyor belt without breaking it down and rebuilding it. Okay, definitely still out of build range out there. How about if I put a foundation? Ooh. Over there, huh? conveyor belt too long, definitely. Okay. Okay. I have to figure out some working points. Floor is too steep, floor is too steep. Doesn't work unless I cut the foundation. Oh, hang on. That seems to work. This is honestly going to be quite a precarious climb even with the conveyor belts connected. How am I even going to rig the power lines for this? Well, building a giant pillar. Okay, it's just length that's an issue now. So we can extend it out this way. Still pushing the maximum conveyor length, huh? Oh, how do I get up onto this one? I have to be a snackable conveyor pole. There we go. Well, this is an incredibly messy climb setup. But honestly, it should end up better than walking the manual way. I'll have to test it. Well, from the concrete deposit point up the long road to the coal mine. Some cliffside engineering here. Wonder if I could cleanly replace these with stairs and walkways. Ideally it'd be a tube in long run, of course. But... okay. this stuff out of the way. And I am going to need an equipment workshop and a crafting bench. I'm gonna need at least one portable miner to turn into the miner Mark 1. This is a pure node, so I'll be processing 120 units of copper. Let me just plonk down a coal generator and look at the to my head. Okay, it consumes, one coal generator consumes 45 water a minute. What were the values again? It was two water extractors. Was it 3? Let me kind of try and remember the ratios for this. I think it was 3 water extractors to 8 coal generators. Let me just check that. Can I read the actual values here? No. Yeah, 120 cube. Okay. 3 water extractors would be okay. 45, 90, 180, 270. 360. Okay, so yeah, 3 water extractors for 8 coal generators, consuming except the maximum pipe flow at this point is 300 meters cubed, so we can't do a full 3 water extractor setup easily yet. I mean, I could figure it out. I can do a looped pipe hookup with a split, and that should actually maintain enough throughput. That's just rather awkward, especially since I don't have pipe stacking yet. As I compulsively collect leaves while thinking. Let's cut down some trees for a moment. So that's another good thinking activity, apparently. I'll hook up the first coal generator first. I think that's a reasonable target. Getting our output that way. Bit of mycelia there. It's time to begin the construction process. I will need an inordinate quantity of concrete. It's actually probably literally an inordinate number of concrete, come to think of it, despite the hyperbole in that expression. The amount of concrete I will require is, disclaimer, the amount of concrete I will require is actually ordinate. Probably. I think. Okay, I want this to be the width of 8 coal generators, ideally. How many things does a coal generator take? How much width does a coal generator take? 1 and a bit. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna need... It's gonna need some work. Right. Okay, hopefully that should be enough to fit 8 coal generators side by side. Because I may need more than 8. I might actually have it be a case of back-to-back, 4 coal generators back-to-back, possibly. The unit of coal generators is... I want to deploy them in units of 8, but having having 4 back-to-back wouldn't be terrible. It would be somewhat consistent with assemblies I'm used to. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 9, 10. So we'll have this be the midpoint. Marked by some helpful power pole Mark 1s. Maybe to be upgraded in the future, who knows? Okay, and 1 coal generator facing each way, except I need more cables. Craft bench, please. Never sure, or never immediately sure which way the craft bench is meant to be facing. That should be okay for now. Okay. First 2 generators placed. I'll only actually be operating 1 though for now. I guess we'll make it the one on the right. So this generator need to power 3 water extractors. And the miner, Mark 1. guess I'll put an extra power pole to make the separate grid explicit. Have them line up on the left, kind of. How long can this go? Okay, not quite that long. That's the minor Mark 1, 120 coal per minute, 5 megawatts of consumption. I believe each coal generator is 75 megawatts of production, okay. And no, that's not the button. Water extractor, 20 megawatts, 66, so it'll be 65 running off one generator. Should be fine. Well, let's get these water extractors placed in a hopefully organized fashion. If I'm just configuring the first one, I only need to put down one water extractor for now. And I need copper sheets. Duly noted. I do not have copper sheet production yet. Means it's time we need it. It's time to do the copper hookups, I think. Right. Getting copper sheet production online might be my first. Might be where I wrap up for the stream, but I will. Well, let's head downstairs and get some copper sheets going, and hopefully not fall off this incredibly precarious conveyor line in the process. In the long run, railway tracks definitely they're the most efficient way to deliver power over long distances. Gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna wire things up there. I think wires actually have longer tolerances than conveyor belts, so it shouldn't be as hard as it might seem at first glance. It's still not gonna be easy. Right, what have I got? I can make wire out of iron. I can make wire very quickly with deuterium. Or I can make... I assume that's faster concrete production. I'm not particularly interested in any of these, but I will hit the thing. Ah, Ro, it's good to see you. And I'm glad I remembered. And I'm glad you made it here. Welcome. Just coming to the tail end of the stream. Hopefully, it's entirely possible that this process will take, 3.5 years longer than I expected. But working on it. Okay, getting some leaves into this for that biofuel production. Getting the wood plugged in as well. Be firing those machines up now. And let me collect some solid biofuel and top up all our burners. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got the 2 small burners, 5 and 6. There are in fact other biomes, bro. A fair few, even. You just missed me running for my life, frantically, through several of them. Trying to figure out. I've now built a significantly safer route to said biomes, but that there was a lot of me running for my life. Now, what can I do here? Still gonna need some unlock things. I should be able to research the yellow power slugs without too much difficulty. But I think I was going to prioritize the modular frame things. How many do I have on me right now? 24. I'm gonna need a bunch more. So it's not going to be something I tackle immediately. Can, however, put some more smart plating through. And grab some reinforced plates and rotors. Let's go plug that smart plating into space elevator. I don't need all this solid fuel on me right now as well. I can put that away. Rose says, I remember once in Minecraft, I trapped a friend's doormat with a pit of TNT. They chased me from the plains to the forest through the desert and then to snow. Sounds like good times, Ro. Sounds like good times. Right. It's time to make proper use of our of that copper output there. I've only had a basic setup on it for a while, so we have not needed more throughput. It's time to get that hooked up. I should also plug in the hand equipment slot. That'll be really handy. Let me just grab some wire. Ah, it was a scary time, bro. Well, I hope it worked out okay for you. Okay, 5 alien carapace. Be a problem. And hopefully I can get more tool belt space. And make one power shard. That in storage for now. Well, there's been a lot of totally lost today, Ro, for what it's worth. Yeah, that has been a thing. Okay, now the map's going. Time to lay down some more foundations. Not going to carpet the whole place just yet, because there are, well, there are rocks I want to remove, but lay down enough to get, I think I'll need 4 smelters to handle this output. Yeah, 4 smelters. And some production going. Let me just check now that I have the recipe for copper sheets. Okay, it just comes from copper ingots. Yeah, that sounds like it would have it would have been it would not have been unreasonable to accomplish, bro. Okay, come on now. How did I place that? Not what I meant to do. Okay, so I do a manifold input, split it across 4 smelters. So, just want to make the best use of the space I can. I think that's enough room for power hookups and so on. E-splitters. It's fine using a manifold here because this isn't exactly a time-sensitive connection. 2, 3, and 4. 3 and 4. Ah, that sounds like a bit of an unfortunate way to discover an underground structure. Okay, copper ingots, 30 to 30, standard for a smelter. 3 and 4. That means all of these can be hooked up with Mark 1 conveyor belts. And the last 2 as well can have their inputs be Mark 1. Let me just throw down some more foundation. It's getting to be a pain to climb here. And 4. That'll be 30. That'll be 60. That'll be 90. 120. So that needs to be a Mark II conveyor. We should get a Mark II conveyor. This there. I am going to need power poles on either side. Two. Okay, we can connect 2 machines here. Lead there. Actually, it's gonna have to connect to the miner. And connect these 2 machines through here. 1, 2. Mysterious underground church, huh, bro? You still don't know why it was hidden or what it was for. You know, sounds about par for the course, I suppose. Let's see, it's 1, 2, okay, it's a third step out. Of these power connections. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Make sure these are hooked up. Make sure this is hooked up as well. And things up there and there. Cool now. Right. Okay. Put a conveyor pole here as well. Rotate it so it lines up nicely. And let's break down that Mark 1 conveyor belt. Shove the iron ore that it put in my inventory, copper ore that it put in my inventory there. Mark 2 conveyor belt should be able to handle the 120 ore a minute. What of that? 20 copper ore a minute. Go, Mark 2, go. Reasonably neat. That should complete the feed nicely. Should end up smelting the copper at maximum rate. Right. Let's look at the constructor recipes for a moment. This is still working on this again, so you can use 15 a minute for wire. So I'll probably put 2 of those on the output from 1 smelter. And then let's try and find the recipe for sheets. Copper sheets, 10 a minute. So it needs 20. Ingots, so 360, 4, 5, 6, 120. I mean, I could, if I don't everything to copper sheets. I don't think that would work. Basically, no. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 can take the output of 90. Right? No, hang on. 20. It's in 20. It's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yeah, okay. It's gonna have to be. Gonna want it to be 60 and 60 for now, so a half split. So 2 of the machines are gonna feed 4 wire constructors. And I am going to need more burners for all of this, I assume. Let's get a merger up. This should be manageable with conveyor mark 1s. And I need them to be further out. Okay. That is fine. I'm putting it at a rate of 30. I'm putting it at a rate of 30. We're now put at a rate of 60. Except this merger is pointing the wrong way. This should be fine. May have to rehook the belts at some point. Okay, those two should be able to power 4 constructors, so let's hook up some splitters for a manifold load setup the other way. Two. I'm assuming constructors have the same width. Actually, I probably shouldn't operate just off that assumption. I should actually build the constructors and verify. Yeah, let me pass, please. Okay, fine, I have to go around. Nope, constructors are slightly wider. That may actually be an issue. Okay, we'll build the constructors from this end then. And we need 4. Merger. Just put that one there as a spacer and a constructor. Okay, that should do. 2, 3, and 4. Down. Look at those constructors up there. Have to hook this up at some point. All of these should be doing copper. They're not copper sheets. Copper wire. fed at a rate of 15 thingies a minute. Technical term is clearly thingies. Right, let's start working on the splitters again. We'll take input from this direction. And then from then on the input is along the manifold. Conveyor Mark 1 should be more than able to handle all of this. Approaching others' clearance. Well, maybe I can just hook it directly. Oh, I know what's going on. This merger is now pointing the wrong way again. Now you're pointing that way. I think I have to rebuild this belt as well. Okay, that should be flowing now. I'm going to shove these copper ingots that I have on my person into a few of these machines. Okay, and make sure all of these machines are hooked up to their respective splitters. And then chain all the splitters together. Okay, that should get these working on their output. I probably need to move this power pole a bit. And it would make sense to move the power poles on both sides in tandem. I think the one on the other side has already been moved. No, not quite. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The other one, so there's exit clearance for the conveyors coming out of the other two smelters. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 over there. Now I need to look at the recipe for cable. Let's see. Seconds with 2 copper wire. Hang on. So cable takes 60 copper wire a minute. We have producing 120 copper wire a minute. I might arrange... Just gonna send the copper wire output out this way first, and then we'll figure out cable auto assembly at some point. It's not super urgent. Okay, that looks like the merge is correct. The total output is 60, so it's fine. That is well within the throughput of a 1, or not so much well within, but within the throughput of a Mach 1. Literally the throughput of a Mach 1, in fact. Conveyor belt. Get the output and organization. Let's get that storage container in as well. Can I make sure the storage container is lined up, please? There we go. I'll be the storage container for now. Actually, hang on. We're producing... Oh, we're producing 30. Okay, that's 60. This is going to be up to... That needs a Mark II. 20... Or what, 90, 120. It's half the copper being funneled into wire production. And then I am going to need... Well, one splitter for spacing. And potentially for later use. The other half should go into 2 machines, 2 constructors for copper sheet production. Let's make a couple more constructors. Running out of space here. Copper sheets. 20, 3 machines. 20 copper ingots a minute. 20 copper ingots a minute. 20 copper ingots a minute. Let's make sure the splitters are lined up correctly as well. Okay, let's input 60 divided into 20, 20, 20. Conveyor belt Mark 1 should be adequate. And that was not the button I intended to hit. Okay, put a power pole over here. Link that to the power pole over there, and feed one of the machines on this side. Over on this side, let's match the positioning of that power pole if we can. My power pole. I haven't left quite enough space for my power poles here. Oh, shoot, I need more cables. Let's get a workbench down. Let's get some... somewhat ironic that I put off the cable production and now I need more cables. I'll just leave that workbench in place there for now. Let me up, please. There we go. Yeah, I do absolutely love the zipline Spartan. It's one of my favorite tools. I forget when exactly it comes in, but I am quite eager to get it. Does that clip into the power pole? Yes, it clips into the power pole. Alright, this power pole's a no. One on this side is a no-no. Gonna have to be positioned here instead. And I won't move the one on the other side. It's technically a bit more asymmetric, but I don't think it's worth the bother for of moving the entire storage container and everything. Okay. Conveyor belt mark 1 should be able to handle these. No problem. Okay. Go to there. And I need to loop that around to this input on this belt here. Encroaching others' clearance. Evidently I need some more iron plates, so I'll just run up and grab those. Ah, yes, I probably should run along and grab that stuff off my line at some point. My portable miners. That's what the words were trying to say. Probably grab the stuff off my portable miners at some point. Can I hook this directly? It doesn't want to let me hook things directly between these. Potentially, I must be I feel like I'm orienting one of them wrong. Let me just climb up here. Yeah, okay, that's what's up. I have this merger pointed the wrong way, don't I? That probably means I'm gonna have to rebuild at least one of these belts. Running along over here. Hook it up, please. There we go. And I have to rebuild this belt because it's not feeding. Sometimes that happens when you replace these. Okay. With all that hullabaloo, that should finally be copper sheet production online. Let me just get a merger reverse manifold up, so dump that into a container. How many sheets per machine? 10. Okay, yeah, definitely within the realm of a Mark 1. 40 a minute total. Now I get to think about cable production. I am currently producing 120 wire a minute. The cable recipe takes 2 wire every 2 seconds. A wire a second, 60 wire. Okay. I can feed 2. I can essentially feed 2 constructors of cable production. But I need wire as well. So what I should probably do is just do an even splitter setup and power 1 constructor. I'll move the storage container a bit. Get me a splitter, please. We'll just do a clean split. I need a conveyor belt Mark II to feed the splitter. Organization, storage container. It's facing the wrong way. It's feedable with a Mark I. Let's craft bench out of the way. I'm going to need 1 more constructor. I can put it in this chain even. Except I actually need to pull down the storage container, because it's kind of in the way. Wonder, am I gonna have to change the direction? It should be fine. Just need to figure out what I'm doing with the space. There are significant bodies of water in this row, but it's they're not really feasibly traversable, unfortunately. You can't go underwater, basically. You always swim on the surface. Right, cable production. 60 wire a minute for 30 cable a minute. We'll feed you the 60 wire. Actually, well, to do it directly, there's not enough space for me to do neatness finicking. You know what? Okay, 40 plus 30. I can be slightly lazy here. Merge these 2 lines, because this is currently final output, so there's no reason for them to go in. There's no compelling reason for them to go into separate containers. It is going to need a Mark II conveyor to pull them out at full speed. There we go. And now I need to go shove some copper ingots into one of the machines near the start. Except they're all being fully fed. Quick, get me the machine at the end of the manifold. Yes, okay, the copper ingots fed. But yeah, that's been a Satisfactory's good time. I look forward to them expanding. I expect them to expand on at least some of the water mechanics, because currently there's stuff that's around water, but I believe not quite accessible due to the current water limitations. So I would expect them to tweak that at least to some extent. I mean, on the topic of Subnautica, I'm really enjoying Below Zero. I will dive right back into a stream of it, but probably once I've finished playing the game personally, because I found that running saves in parallel doesn't work the greatest for that. I'm going to need to add one more burner here. Let's get that online. I extend them this way. Come to think of it, maybe. But fortunately, I don't think I plan on relying on burners much longer. Power pole there. The cable hookups. I need to get you some biofuel. So I'll fill up everything while I'm at it. Oop. And may as well fill up the small burners. I believe we now have enough. Yeah, okay, we now have enough capacity to run even all the new constructors I put down. Which is nice. And see if these machines have been operating at full capacity. Close to it, aside from the fact that the output's backed up. Okay, fair enough. Smart plating, reinforced plating, and rotors I can feed into various other projects. And I can feed the smart plating into the space elevator. Smart plating, smart plating. There we go. Well, I have managed to do a bunch of things today that don't involve a bunch of things that are not bringing coal power online. So that is a thing. Let me just clean up my inventory a bit. I don't need this limestone. I think this is the last milestone at the moment. No point loading it while I don't have the modular frames. But, well, let's take a look at the map here. Yes!
Tool belt has been expanded.
Item on the tool belt, which somewhat awkwardly is on a new line. But, it's okay. So that's done. Do the rebuy gun. I need various other things though. I mean, let me just grab some pale berries out of that and unequip these mushrooms. And I can do... I think the lock research... Yeah, okay. Lock research doesn't mean it's gated on something else. It just means it doesn't give you anything. It just is research that needed to unlock other things. So there we go. We have the... That's the... Okay, we can get the basic medicinal inhaler recipe. I may as well do that now. Let's get a bit of mycelia. And feed that into the machine. Okay, I have one of the recipes, not the one I like using, for the medicinal inhaler, but I should probably use it anyway, because they are really important. Yeah, I don't have enough pale berries to do much with this, but let's just poke the thing, And I now have one emergency medical thing. I'll put that on the list. I do actually legitimately potentially need to ask Santa for coal for Christmas. Alright. Well, store those barrel nuts because they're now mainly recipe ingredients. Got new production online. Should have some sheets for the pipeline soon. I need to make a ton of modular frames, so I'm just gonna hit the craft button and leave it making modular frames while I am rambling through my wrap-up. Alright folks, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you had a good time. I do enjoy this game. It is a time. It has been a time. It's been less relaxing than I expected. But that is how I tend to go with things. Okay, let's see if there's anywhere I can send you folks along to when we're done. As for me, I will be streaming again later this week. That's Wednesday the 7th at 0200 UTC, or Tuesday evening in the Americas and similar time zones. I'll be continuing my Total War Warhammer 2 co-op campaign. I'll be sailing the arbitrary number of seas with Jason playing the Vampire Coast. Vampire Pirate Shenanigans. That's good times. So, that sounds like your thing. Do come by. Wednesday, 0200 UTC. You can follow me at Dubious Physics on Twitter. You can follow me right here on Twitch. You can see my stream schedule down below or on my About page. Yes, I have a Discord server, which I'll drop the link for. You know, we've got communication, fancy emotes, all that good stuff. And that is pretty much it from me. In a few moments, we're gonna raid Black Opal Dragon. She's a pretty cool lady, playing Eon Altar with another pretty cool lady. You know, come for the gameplay, stay for the cute pets and the sisterly shenanigans. Went you that way after I wrap up, and yeah, that's it from me, folks. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Do remember to take care of yourselves. You are absolutely worth it, and I hope to see you folks in the future. This is Dubious Physics, signing off.